啊，游戏里大部分的 NPC 都是6点准时起床，然后从箱子里拿衣服换上啊。不过这里主线来找维叶塔的时候，他本来应该一副全副武装的样子啊，所以在这个他刚起床的时候和他对话，就可以看到他1秒换装。
Henry, I'm glad you turned up. I could use some advice. What do you think of this sword? I paid Osina my last few groschen for it, and even had to paint a lewd picture above his bed. But I feel like he cheated me.
我去那个奥西纳铁匠的床头看过了啊，并没有什么色图。
Well, honestly, I can't tell much at a glance. But why do you even need a sword? Are your customers refusing to pay?
No, I'm preparing for my final unfinished work here in the Trotsky region. A duel to the death.
很符合我对欧美艺术家的刻板印象，爱作死。
You never give a thought to drinking wenches or whether you need new booze, do you? But now you've truly lost your mind.
On the contrary, I finally see everything clearly. I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago.
Well, that's just great. Who are you planning to fight?
His name is Burkhard, a thief, a bandit, and above all, a murderer. There's been a bounty on his head for quite some time.
And you've suddenly decided to become a protector of the region?
It's not the region I want to protect. It's my own sanity.
Well, it's a little late for that.
Very funny. I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear, Burkhard must die. He must die. Over and over again. I can't even work anymore.
Why's that?
It's because I know Burkhard. He's the old acquaintance I need to meet.
布克哈德可能对他来说是个很重要的人，但对我们来说是第一次听说。
What kind of man is this Burkhard, anyway?
A vile one, if you can call him a man at all. He's known for beating his victims to death with a helmet, just for pleasure. He even has a special notch on it, just for that purpose.
If you've known this man for so long, why are you only deciding to get rid of him now?
Don't think I just woke up one day and decided to go kill him. Honestly, when I found out he was here, my first thought was to run. But on my way out of here, I was nearly hit by an arrow.
The archer and the gambler?
Mm-hmm. I realized it was a sign. I couldn't run, so I started looking for ways to get rid of Burkhard.
What kind of ways?
I'm not sure I should even tell
所以这个布克哈德和维叶塔有很深的渊源啊，应该是和他的过去有关。
Look at me. At everything I've done for you. Don't you think you can trust me?
Henry, my friend. All right, I won't beat around the bush. You know how I said I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear, Burkhard must die. He must die. I can't sleep, eat, or work because of it. So I've tried to get that murderer out of my head using some unchristian methods. That shrine and the egg, they weren't about my artistic experiments, but my desperation.
好像能理解，又好像不能。主要是精神分裂这个病，那个时候的人不了解啊，更没有办法。
What were you doing at Veles's shrine?
When our Lord wouldn't help me, I tried praying to someone else.
所以他是在寻求自我治疗的方法。
What was the egg for? You're not hunting down a basilisk somewhere, are you?
No, definitely not. I really did use it for the paint. And also for a kind of prayer.
Holy Mary.
She wasn't the one I prayed to.
以亨利的眼光角度的话，这些事都是很不可原谅的。
You've just been leading me on this whole time.
I can't deny it. But thanks to you, I've had some good days.
Well, that's nice for you.
I'm sorry. I know I used you. And I regret it.
You'll go to hell for this. And I'll probably join you because I helped you.
You didn't know anything. God will surely understand that it's all my fault.
You know what? Let's not talk about it anymore.
所以关键是他现在要做什么。
So, you're just going to trade your brush for a sword and kill a wanted murderer, yeah?
What else can I do? I can't get him out of my head. And the law clearly doesn't care. So let God judge us. I'll challenge Burkhard to a fair duel.
I don't mean to underestimate you, but there wouldn't be anything fair about that.
其实背后的故事是什么样的，对我们才是最重要的。
Fine, but I still don't understand why this man weighs so heavily on your mind. How do you know him?
No, I can't tell you that.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry, Henry. I know I'm not giving you many answers, but believe me, I'm telling you everything I can.
You've been lying to me all this time, dodging my questions, blaspheming, and you dragged me into it. But I don't want you ending up in hell. We have to figure out another way to deal with Burkhard.
I don't see any other way. I've waited 35 years to see someone take down that bastard. And in the meantime, he's lived his whole life in freedom. Do you know how many lives he took from others?
Oh, come on, let it go. How about we head down to the kitchen instead? Magnetta will pour you some wine, and you'll feel better in no time.
Don't you think I haven't tried? I know you mean well, but this screaming in my head can't be silenced with wine.
I'll take care of him myself. After all, it wouldn't be the first time I've nudged justice along.
I can't ask that of you. I've already involved you more than is healthy for your immortal soul.
Don't worry. If I end up in hell, it certainly won't be because of your Burkhard.
Henry, do you mean it?
前2天官方还统计了亨利们杀了多少人。
If I challenge him to a duel, it'll still be fair, won't it?
I suppose so.
还是先多问点情报。
How will I know it's Burkhard?
I'd say his sins will be written all over his face, but I'm not naive. He'll definitely have his helmet with a notch on the brim.
哦，所以之前他问我们强盗中有没有戴着奇怪帽子的。
Who put the bounty on him?
If I remember correctly, it was the bailiff of Troskowitz, and that means something. I've heard Thrush isn't one to part with his money easily, but without proper proof, he won't give you the bounty.
执政官死路神发的榜啊，那我们也可以去那里问点情报。
A fella like that won't be alone, will he? Does he have a gang?
I bet my boots he does. At least half a dozen men. But since we're on the subject, I'd like to ask you for something. Burkhard likes to recruit young lads with no sense of purpose in life. He promises them money, wenches, and respect. And they repay him with blind loyalty. Sometimes even with their lives. Feel free to rough them up a bit or kick their asses, but don't kill them. I know very well they're not evil, just lost souls. And I feel sorry for people like that.
他确实很了解这个布克哈德啊，这些都知道。
How do you know so much about them?
Let's just say I've met a few of them before.
All right, I'll try not to hurt them, unless it's absolutely necessary. If you were preparing to face him, you must know where to find him, right?
Not exactly, unfortunately. They say he's hiding somewhere in Apollonia, and that was enough for me. I plan to find him by ear. A gang like that can be heard miles away.
So, now I know everything. And don't worry, it'll all turn out fine.
Are you sure I shouldn't handle this myself? Or at least go with you?
It'll be simpler this way. Trust me.
All right then. And thank you, friend.
这伙人的位置大概是在这里。不过我们还是先去找这个执政官啊，打听一下还有什么我们不知道的情报。
Is it true there's a murderer raising havoc in the region? A fella by the name of Burkhard?
Great. So word's already spread?
Indeed. Especially since you put a bounty on his head.
What else was I supposed to do? I don't have enough men to catch him, and no one's sending reinforcements from Trotsky. And anyway, why are you so interested?
If the bounty's worth it, I could deal with Burkhard.
Well, that would take a thorn out of my side. I just hope I'm not left picking up what's left of you in the forest afterward.
What do you actually know about Burkhard?
Apparently, he came here from somewhere near Kuttenberg, where he was robbing and murdering wealthy German merchants. He'd always pick a target, And at night, while his men looted the shop, he'd sneak into the bedroom and...
And what?
And then he'd bludgeon those poor souls to death with a helmet. He'd just beat them to death with it. They say he made a special groove in it so it would go easier. And he doesn't even clean the helmet. He wears it, caked with blood as a warning. Is what he's known for. Burkhart the Bloody, they call him.
That really does sound pretty horrifying.
It turns my stomach. And I'm neither a German nor a merchant. But Yurk, who has a shop right next to my rat house, can hardly sleep.
这游戏所有的百货商店都是德国人开的。
What bounty did you put on Burkhart?
A decent purse of groschen. I'm not exactly made of money, but I reckon I don't need to tell you this is a grave matter.
好，这活儿我们接了。
Thanks. I don't need to know more. Take care.
这里其实有2个方式啊，就是杀了布克哈德抢走帽子，还有就是不杀布克哈德拿走帽子啊。其中不杀的话还有个成就啊，我们先到现场看看。对付强盗前，我们最好做好武装准备啊，换上全甲。靠近以后呢，就会听到那群强盗在唱歌啊。
Burkhart and his band should be skulking around here somewhere.
我们绕开他们的巡逻人员啊，直接进入营地。
Eh?
You! Get out, now!
Calm down. I'm just going to talk to Burkhart. I'll find him, talk to him, and then I'm gone.
啊，可以看到这个人身上都是血迹啊，而且他的头盔上还有个尖锐的凹口啊，他应该就是布克哈德。
Interesting. So, you're the famous Burkhart.
The one and only. And you're supposed to be... who, exactly?
I'm a friend of the painter, Voita. He says you've been a thorn in his side for some time now.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't your Voita come here himself?
That doesn't matter. You'll have to make do with me. I heard there's a bounty on your head.
Here, it's on my head. By Gutenberg, it's on my arm. And in Iglau, they're after me balls. Well, let's just say they don't intend to leave much of me. So, what are we going to do about it?
用技能鉴定的话就是单挑，不用的话就是群殴啊，容易误杀旁边的小朋友。
I'm offering you a one-on-one duel. Don't you want to show off in front of your ass lickers? Or are you afraid?
What did you say, you bastard? Burkhard Blutig doesn't need to hide behind anyone.
Draw your weapon then. And don't try any tricks with that helmet.
Oh, looks like you know quite a bit about me. What a shame to lose you.
啊，前面说了啊，这里有杀和不杀2个做法啊。不过即使我们赤手空拳把他打晕后啊，也会算他死亡。所以不杀他的话，这件事会有点难办。
Christ, this must be the helmet the painter was talking about. I should take it as proof.
看，这里我们是徒手打的，但是这里依然算是他死了。虽然我们能够拿到帽子交付任务啊，但是那个成就就完成不了了。要完成这个成就呢，只能用偷的。不过偷的时候也要注意啊，不要去勒晕他啊，也会算直接杀死他的。他睡觉的时候会把装备锁进旁边的箱子里啊，钥匙就在他身上啊，可以偷来，也可以直接撬锁。 这样就可以不杀他来完成任务了啊！我们可以先拿着这个帽子去找这个执政官。
I killed Burkhard the Bloody, so you can put him out of your mind. Well, right after you pay me the bounty.
Not so fast, lad. Do you have any proof?
I have his helmet. Look at the ridged brim. Perfectly made for murder.
That's the one. I don't even want to know how many people it's sent to their graves. Well, at least there's one less swine in the world.
赏金有425啊，还是挺多的啊。最后我们和维叶塔汇报啊，就目前来说，我们不管杀没杀这个布克哈德，维叶塔这边的对话都是一样的。
You won't believe what I've brought you.
I wouldn't wonder. But go ahead. Try to surprise me.
I've got Burkhart's helmet.
You mean the one he used to... So you really killed him?
Of course. Didn't I promise you that?
Finally. After all these years. But
what?
I don't know. I suppose I thought I'd feel a lot more relieved. All those years of suffering, and what's at the end of it? Still the same emptiness. But don't let that trouble you. Tell me, what you did with Burkhard's gang.
I only killed Burkhard. I left the others alone. But whether any of them will change their ways, I can't say. Maybe I just made someone else's life harder in the future.
That's possible, I won't lie to you. But even so, I'm proud of you. I could paint that cursed helmet on your shield. What do you say?
Do whatever you think best. I'm just glad you didn't get yourself killed.
Just make sure you don't regret it later. But I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. I hope you know that. And before you go, I'll paint that helmet nicely for you. You'll be amazed.
啊，又一个任务纪念品啊！这游戏要是有个亨利的家，然后摆放这些任务纪念品就好了。
Now, gratitude is a fine thing, but still. I saved you from wolves, looked for pagan shrines and basilisk eggs for you. Don't you think you owe me something?
If it's about coin...
To start with, a few clear answers would do. What's your real name? Voiter doesn't seem to suit you. And that Voitechus? I can never remember it.
See? And both are true. One in Czech and the other in Latin. But I've had many names in my life. Some completely ordinary. Others so grand, they'd leave you breathless. But just call me Voiter. And don't trouble yourself with the rest. Oh, would it change anything between us if I told you I'm now Wizard Zito or John Barleycorn?
Where did you get that skull of yours?
What kind of question is that? Where did you get yours?
What? Well, obviously, it's mine. I've had it since I was born.
See? And it's the same with me. Maybe I didn't have it in the cradle, but it's always been here, waiting for me. Somewhere.
他还是什么都不说啊，这一点游戏体验上确实有点讨厌啊，但这也代表这个任务还没结束。
What really happened between you and those two who tied you to that tree?
You just have to keep reminding me of that, don't you?
Don't laugh. I mean it. You say they cheated you at dice, and they say you foretold their deaths with that skull of yours. I'd rather believe you, but I'm not entirely sure.
Neither am I. Of anything, anyone, or ever. But we know each other well enough, don't we? Have I ever foretold anything for you? Or cursed you?
No.
Then stop asking me about those two, or I'll do it.
How did you really find out about Velus's shrine? Even the locals have almost forgotten it.
You'd be surprised at all the things I know, and all the things you could know, if you stopped now and then to think.
What really happened between you and Burkhard? You said you knew him. How?
Henry, please, don't ask me about him. I'll gladly talk with you about anything else, but I want to put him out of my head for good. Out of both of them.
Well, thanks a lot for your answer.
Are you angry with me? I swear I haven't lied to you.
Only because you didn't tell me anything worthwhile. You're quick to change your tune, aren't you?
It's just... everything is more complicated than it seems. But you're right. You deserve an answer. Except, between these walls, it's hard for me to open up. I need to be on solid ground, at home, to speak more freely. My work here in the Trotsky region is finally done, but I'll stay a little while longer. I'd like to get to know the place better, and with a bit of luck, I won't end up tied to a tree this time. But I'll head home soon, to Kutenberg. You know what? Stop by and see me there sometime. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about.
What if I want my shield painted again? Where can I find you?
Like I said, I'll be staying here for a little while. But if we meet in Kutenberg, I'd be happy to paint something for you there too.
Do I really have to drag myself all the way to Kutenberg again? Can't we just talk here?
We'd just be wasting time here. I've got something to show you. And unfortunately, that can't be done here.
All right then. I'll meet you in Kutenberg.
I can't wait, my friend.
这是特罗斯基这里最后一个任务啊，之后就要去库腾堡了。